So right now, today, here at vacuumrepairshop.com, we're going to point out a filter that you probably didn't know exists in your Aerus Guardian Platinum. So this is the Aerus, the Lux, Aerus Lux Guardian Platinum, the latest and greatest from your friends at what used to be called Electrolux, which is now Aerus. When I say used to be called Electrolux, it is becoming more and more difficult to find service stations for your Electrolux because they've changed quite a bit. They're now Aerus, and there's not as many Electrolux or Aerus stores around that there used to be. But those that are still around would be more than happy to service all your vacuum cleaner needs, especially your Aerus and Electrolux needs. So again, if you can't find a local Aerus dealer near you, you can find one at vacuumrepairshop.com, that's for sure, and they can service your Aerus Electrolux. They can sell you the filters and bags you need. And probably more important than that, if you check vacuumrepairshop.com for your local verified premium member, those are the trained professionals, vac shop owners that want to help you. But if your local Aerus dealer is not on that, is not listed at vacuumrepairshop.com, you probably want to tell them to get on board there, okay? Because we do consider the Aerus Electrolux still a very good product. As a matter of fact, that's kind of my background. I sold Electrolux door to door for years. And this machine is no exception, the Guardian Platinum. But again, it's becoming more and more difficult to get machines like this serviced because there's not that door to door, presence like there was 20 years ago where Kirby, Rainbow, Electrolux, they were visiting your home, taking care of all your needs. So that's why you need vacuumrepairshop.com, because while you probably all know about this filter up here this is a premium machine. This is a good quality machine, top of the line Aerus Electrolux, and they're all making air purifiers now, and it's all about clean air. In addition to, it wasn't about clean air 20 years ago and 30 years ago and 40 years ago with our parents and our grandparents vacuum. The filtration wasn't all that good, but filtration's gotten better and better because indoor air quality is very important nowadays. Research shows that you really should, that the air outside is cleaner than the air inside, and when you have a good premium vacuum cleaner with a bag and a HEPA filter and a couple layers of filtration, you can actually achieve good quality air in the home as well if you have an air purifier to match. And that's why Aerus has gone the route of a good quality vacuum with HEPA filters, and they're in the air purifier business now as well, and they do make great air purifiers. Again, so you want to visit your local Aerus dealer or visit your local vacuum shop through vacuumrepairshop.com. But in addition to the bag here, okay, the Aerus bag, disposable bag, take it and throw in the garbage, there's a filter underneath the bag, and most good vacuums will have a pre-filter before the motor. When we say pre, we're talking about before the motor. And then we have a post filter after the motor. Now, if you change the bag in your Aerus, you're going to notice there's a filter in there. Okay, you can't help but notice it. Okay, it's right there before the motor, so none of the dirt and dust goes in the motor. And then there's a filter in the back for the fine dirt that goes out. The back of the machine. So that's it's always recommended with most vacuums you replace the HEPA filter maybe once a year. If you have very little traffic, maybe every 2 years. But it's a good idea. You've got you got a machine that's capable of providing good, clean filtration. You probably should change the filters. It's not going to matter in the performance of the vacuum in most of them if you just take the filters and throw them in the garbage, you don't use them, but it is going to make the air cleaner in the home. That's the whole idea behind the filter. So that's your bag and your pre-filter. But here, we're here to talk about the filter that you probably didn't know about. And that is underneath the Aerus Lux Guardian Platinum. Good quality machine, but your salesperson may have forgot to tell you or hasn't been calling on you to tell you about the filter that's in the back here, okay? And so this is the filter and this picks up the fine dust. It also picks up the carbon from the motor, but you can see that one needs to be replaced. And most people don't even know it's there, but there is a filter right there. This is your filtered cover, okay? You can open that up, you pop that out. Available at your local Aerus dealer, or your local vac shop if there's not an Aerus dealer close by. They actually have a program now, Aerus Electrolux, where some of the local vac shops are actually selling a lot of the genuine Aerus products. So you might be able to get it at your local vac shop. And then you replace it with a clean filter. So does the filtration matter? I'll say used, new. Here's your new filter. Now we're back to 0. And we're going to dirty that filter. And again, once a year, once every couple of years, you probably should, it's a good idea to get your vacuum serviced once a year, once every 2 years anyway, maybe once a year if you got a very busy household, kids, pets, that kind of thing. Probably a good idea to get a clean service once a year at your local vac shop. Or, you know, if you don't have that busy of a house, every couple of years, get a clean service, disinfected, check the bag and have it checked. So anyway, you definitely want to replace that filter in the back. If you don't have a local dealer, call us 1-800-263-5425.